Hi, and thanks for watching another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. And tonight it was Chelsea 2, Newcastle nil, which I had a cheeky little tenner on, 11-2. So that'll, what's that, nearly 70 quid, so we like that one. Yeah, tonight's team, big surprise, Kepa in goal. People know my thoughts on Kepa, and I've just been pleased to see the Tuchel interview when he says no, Mendy's still definitely number one. But that said, Kepa did okay. We know he's weaker in the air than Mendy is, but decent save, just the right height. He probably made it look a little bit more spectacular, but goalkeepers do that. But it was anything he really had to do. He did it okay. Distribution not as good at the weekend, but it was all right. So maybe that's done his confidence and good. And at the end of the day, we want players that are fighting for their place, full of confidence. So if he starts turning in performances and Mendy has a little downturn in form, it's nice if we've got a goalkeeper that can actually step in and up the ante again. So we had Aspie, Christensen and Rudiger playing as centre halves, and Callum Hudson-Odoi right wing back, Alonso left wing back, Jorginho, Kovacic and Mount in the middle, and Werner just behind Tammy Abraham. Obviously, Tammy Abraham got injured early on and only had time to put one header wide. But then he got injured. Arguably, could have been given as a penalty. I thought the bloke took the man before the ball, which is a penalty, but they VAR'd it. Unlike the Werner push later on, Lascelles just pushed him over, and I thought that was a penalty all day long, but not even worthy of a VAR check apparently. I don't know. So we had Alonso and Werner working well, overlapping each other on the left hand side. Werner looked dangerous every time he got it. He had a really good game today, and it was his work that resulted in Giroud sticking home. A good a good run. A little stop and start, just using his pace. Stopping, defender stops, his body's going one way to wait, and then away he goes. So he done really well, and he got cut back, and Giroud finished it off just nicely. And then, of course, we had what we've all been waiting for. After a couple of chances, one that went over the top, but he done well. You could tell his movement was, his confidence hasn't been that badly affected because his movement is still very good, Werner. He put a couple over. And then the goal that we've all been waiting for. Bit of a scrappy one. Good ball in from Mount. I think it comes off one of their defenders, and Werner's at the back post to put it over the line. So I was pleased for him, and the boy really put a shift in tonight. So that was excellent. Just looking through my notes here. Mount keeps getting fouled by Shelvey. Kovacic excellent. Mount drags wide. Jorginho giving it away a lot. Shelvey's a twat. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to be more greedy. Yeah. Reece James come on, good shot. And the other note I've made is Martin Tyler. I think it's Martin Tyler who was commentating. It's Kante, not Conte. I bet he daren't say can't when he's out in public. So yeah, let's just go through the scores. I don't know. I'm watching this, and it was a good professional job, but something just seems to be lacking. I can't put my finger on it. It was okay to watch. Maybe I've become spoilt in the last few years. But when we spend that amount of money, you need more fluidity. But Tuchel did say that himself. Second half, we gave the ball away a lot. It was as though we become nervy. Maybe we were. Dizzy height to the top four. So, let's score him. Kepa, I'm going to give him a 7. It's a good save. Didn't do anything wrong. I'm just nervous when he's in goal, and he's done that to me. But credit where credit's due, the lad didn't put a foot wrong tonight. A few dodgy clearances, but it was under pressure. The defenders didn't help him out in some of them instances. So yeah, Kepa gets a 7 from me. As we put a shift in, he gets a 7 from me too. We've got Christensen in the middle, gave it away a couple of times, but generally solid. And same with Rudiger. They're going to get 6.5 and 6.5. Lonzo's going to get 6.5. Got forward a fair bit. His last ball was pretty poor most of the time. A lot of the time he won corners though. Yeah, so he's getting a 6.5. Callum Hudson-Odoi gets a 7.5. I would like to see him being more greedy, taking a shot on instead of always wanting to cut back. But that aside, he done well, and he got back defensively a couple of times, so the boy did really, really well. So we go into the middle. Jorginho. Lost it quite a few times. I think he put the ball forward twice, I counted. 2 decisive balls twice in 90 minutes. When you're playing that joint number 6 role, as Tuchel puts it. Yeah, Jorginho, I mean, I rate him as a player, but he's just so negative. And he got caught quite a few times tonight. If we'd been playing a City or a Liverpool, it would have been, a problem. Luckily, we're playing them, weren't we? And they're not the greatest, far from it. But still, yeah, Jorginho's going to get a 5.5 from me. Mount didn't have his best game tonight. I think that's because they sort of identified him as a danger player. He was getting tripped up a lot. He was getting fouled a lot. But Mount's going to get a 6.5 from me tonight. Still put a shift in, the boy, and the ball up for Werner's goal. Excellent stuff. Yeah, then Kovacic. Kovacic was my personal man of the match. I thought his runs were strong. His passing was intelligent. He broke up stuff. He put the foot in. The only thing he can't do, bless him, is get a shot on target in it, because it's always been a weakness of his. I think if he could score as well, he'd be one of the best midfielders in the world. It's anything that lets him down. Hasn't played that great lately, but tonight he really, really, really put a proper shift in, and but his running was so strong. It reminded me of last season. So personally, he was my man of the match, and I'm giving him a 9 because I thought overall he was absolutely excellent. And then little Werner, he's probably taller than me, but 8.5. I'm giving him. He was unlucky not to get the man of the match. I know lots of people will give him man of the match, and I've got no arguments with that. But just my personal opinion. Great to see him get rewarded for a really hard working and also intelligent performance. Is running. Any young forward should just watch that, running into space, taking your player on. He just good tonight. Simple as that. So yeah, Tammy gets a 6. All he did was, poor lad, he was injured, wasn't he? Only a time to have one header that was woeful. But he was putting a shift in, got injured when I think he probably should have got a penalty. And it's a 6. It's a bit unfair to score him, really. And let's hope he's back quick, because he has been putting a lot of hard work in, and he's definitely improving. Whether he improves enough to be Chelsea's main centre forward, I have my doubts. But do you know what? He's working so hard, and he is improving, even his hold up play. So let's see what happens with Tammy. Giroud come on, got his goal, took his goal well. Pain in the neck for him all night. I don't normally score subs, but as he was on for, I think it was the 17th minute onwards, wasn't it? Yeah, Giroud gets a 7.5 from me. He done well. His hold up play was well. Took his goal well. Brought players in. Took players with him. Back defending. Well done, that man. Kante and Reece came on. I say Reece had a decent shot that was deflected, and then Kante, he was everywhere again for the few minutes, 10 minutes or whatever he was on. He was everywhere. I do rate him so highly. I see people even now saying, "Oh, he's past his best, this, that, and the other." Well, if he's past his best, maybe, but I tell you what, he's still one hell of a player. That's all really. Tuchel, weird one picking Kepa when he's saying that Mendy still is number one, but I suppose it's paid off, because if Kepa's got a big confidence boost from that, I always say you need a goalkeeper that can just step in. You don't need one that's totally cold. So yeah, well done, Kepa. Yeah, it was a weird one. Tuchel stuck with his tried and tested 5-3-1-1, didn't he? Really, and it's working all right, particularly against the teams that we've played against. A very sort of negative Tottenham and teams at the bottom. But it'll be interesting to see what he does when we play, a City or a Liverpool, or even Leicester's coming up. Southampton at the weekend, that's another interesting one, very interesting, because they like to attack as well. So it's going in the right direction, top four. So I'm going to say well done, Thomas Tuchel. I'm going to give you a 7.5. And it's nice to see the players playing with a smile on their face. How long that lasts with such a big squad, that'll be interesting as well. Anyway, thanks for watching these vlogs. I get some feedback saying you enjoy them, which is why I keep doing them. Love the feedback, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. It's nice that a few of us oldies and a few of the youngsters as well are having sensible conversations, sensible debates with no abuse or anything. And I say that's the reason I do these vlogs. So if you like them and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I meant to say that in every YouTube video. I shall speak to you after the game at the weekend. Well done, Chelsea, and up to Chelsea.